All right, we are here with the Gyms. What's up, boys?
What's happening, man?
Thank you very much for being back. So, last time you guys were here, we were just talking about it, was not video, right? So it was before we had the cameras. So now, if anybody's listened to those episodes, now you know what these guys look like. So
we're sorry about
that. Yeah, if you were actually curious, I don't know why you would be, but just in case.
Do you guys happen to remember what episode you were? To refresh my memory, I was going to look it up.
I was like 7 or 8.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, you were like 4 or 5 after me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe 10 or 11, something like that. Okay, yeah. So if anybody's interested to get their individual stories, feel free to check out those episodes. But we don't want to shortchange this episode either. So we're going to go through kind of like a high level kind of background on you guys, and then we'll talk primarily like what you guys do together, right?
Groovy.
Sure.
All right, so how about we introduce ourselves? Go ahead, Jim.
I'm Jim Brennan.
Brennan.
No alcoholic affiliation
As
of yet.
No Jim Bean.
No, we're still working it out. Feel free. I'm available for sponsorship though, so if anybody wants to do that, I can be bought.
See, this is what I should be saying that at this point. Right? Like I should be.
I know you are Whiskey Jim.
Whiskey Jim. Unfortunately, no affiliation yet. Hoping. I don't know if Blanton's one wants to come along.
McAllen.
Yeah, man.
Honestly, I'm a Bullet Rye guy.
Are you really?
Rye Jim doesn't sound quite right, but
okay.
Bullet Rye is like my general go-to.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm a fan of Maker's Mark. Maker's Mark is my
fan.
Yeah. I used to really like. I got into a little what do they call it? Like a phase where I thought I would be cool and learn all about Scotch. So I tried to learn it, and I did. I learned something, and I found like I'm not a big fan of smoky stuff. I'm a big fan of like more of the floral stuff.
Right. Like
so
that peat Scotch.
Kinda, yeah. So there's Glenlivet, right? And like the Glenlivet 12 is good, but it's very smoky. The Glenlivet 18 is amazing, but it's also like twice the price of Glenlivet 12. So it doesn't really justify the means.
And if you want to buy that out, forget it.
Right.
One glass of that is my bar budget.
Yeah, it's like $24 a drink. Honestly, like a Glenlivet 18 on the rocks or neat, it's like $24.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's crazy.
There's other good whiskeys and stuff.
Yeah,
sure. Nice double pour of the Bullet Rye, man.
Nice. What's good about the Bullet Rye? What do you like?
You know what? Actually, it reminds me of specifically the baseball field I used to play on when I was a kid.
Nice.
Like something about it just evokes
the illustrious Whiskey Jim sports career.
Yeah, right.
Lasted one season.
Is it like the smell or something? Or
smell? Yeah, definitely not the taste. I never ate the grass there, but like the smell of it, just evokes that like fresh cut grass.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I love it.
What's your drink of choice there, Jim?
I'm a beer guy.
Okay.
So yeah, I like English ales.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Fuller's extra special bitter is one of the greatest things that man has ever. And I can't. I used to be able to find. I can't find it anymore.
Okay.
So
nice.
I haven't had one in like 8 years.
Nice. I used to be friends with like a beer connoisseur back in Arizona, and he was telling me, and some people probably know it, but there's like a beer that's brewed by monks.
Oh, yeah.
And it only comes out like, is it once a year or something? It's a really small batch or something.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking
about. Yeah, and like bottles are going for like hundreds of dollars a piece because it's so rare and supposed to be really good.
All those Belgian beer, Westmalle and Chimay, they're all made by monks.
Oh, are they really?
Belgium,
okay.
Something like that.
Yeah. That's cool. All right.
But the one you're talking about, yes, it's very rare.
Yeah, man. All right, let's talk about music now. So, all right, so you guys are collectively known as the Gyms for obvious reasons. What brought you guys together? How did it work? How did it come about?
I think we met at Death of Fox Open Mic, right?
Yes. Yeah. Death of the Fox Open Mic. I don't remember if either of us were performing.
Did we? I'm almost positive that was my first time back after a very long break, a time off, like 15 years I took off.
Yeah.
And then I started to get back into it. And then I finally worked up the courage to go to Joe Grasso's when he was hosting the open mic there. I think that might have been my first night. And I also think it was just happened like bizarrely, cosmically, was your first time back after being away for a while, too,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly.
I had done one at Lunacy.
Oh, okay.
I did Lunacy.
Okay.
And I played there, and then I also played at Death of the Fox that night.
And then we just struck up a conversation, just talking. I think more like, you're not nervous, right? No, I'm not nervous.
You're nervous.
Why would you be nervous? I'm not nervous. Just trying to kid ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. We were also both clearly there by ourselves.
Oh, okay.
We both walked up to that long table that they have.
Yeah, where all the cool kids were sitting. Yeah.
So they walked up to the long table,
and they were like, "Get out of here, punk."
No, I mean everybody was like kind of cool, but it's just like when you're there, like I'm shaking in my boots. So I don't have time to be trying to socialize.
Right, you're trying to remember the songs.
I'm just trying to remember the songs because it was at that point I wasn't using the phone for anything. Now, if I go to an open mic, if I'm I'm just learning this song, I'll put the phone up. I don't care. But then it was no, I have to learn everything first. So
I used to be pretty rigid about that stuff too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then I distinctly remember hearing his set and being like, wow, this guy's picking good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I
definitely playing
I did Learn to Fly by Foo Fighters, and I did Tempted by Squeeze.
That was it, yeah.
And then I came up with the other.
Well, yeah, I mean, I wasn't there that night, but as soon as you said Tempted, it's of course, this guy, he's into all that stuff, right?
Yeah, well, and I think, and me and him just kept running into each other, as you do with people from open mics,
right?
Mm-hmm.
For the better part of a year, I would say. And we would just talk, and he would go up and do his thing. I would get up and do my thing. And then I think we were at Red, White, and Brew.
Mm-hmm.
We were at an open mic. I can't remember which one it was. And I did a song that has now become a Jim's staple, which is All These Things I've Done by the Killers.
Oh, cool.
It's one of it's their second to last song we always play.
Nice.
The last 4 or 5 songs are the same every show because they slam and they're awesome. And that was one that I did, and I was like, this is great. People do Mr. Brightside a lot. Let me think outside the box here. Let me try something else. This song's awesome anyway. I love this song. It's my favorite song by them. So I was like, let's do
Have
this.
I heard that? If I don't have their albums, has that been out?
Yeah. It was a single. I mean, I think Mr. Brightside obviously was a big hit. But,
and somebody told me.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean,
it was. Know it though.
It was there.
It's not the Soldier one, is it?
It is.
Oh, okay. All right. I got
you. So I did that, and I think after I got done, he was like, dude, I think next time you play that, I'm gonna have to jump up there with you. And I was like,
yeah, I'm like, I could play this lick, throw a little distortion on and just kind of run with it. And then, so then from there, we just, again, kept running into each other, started talking about set lists. And then one of us got booked at Core 3. And then the other one, I can't remember what order it was in.
Yeah, I can't even
ended up getting booked on that night as well.
Oh, I remember that.
The woman that was booking it was like, hey, why don't you guys split the bill, do each do half the set, whatever.
Which worked out great because at that point, none of us we didn't have 3 hours worth of material.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think we wound up doing each of us an hour solo, and then we only had 1 hour together.
Oh, that's cool.
So that I forget how we split it up, but it was, that's how that worked out. And then we didn't have another gig for 6 months or something like that. So.
But we just kept running into each other, playing, different songs, hitting the different open mics, jumping in on each other's sets. And, it was kind of serendipity.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And speaking of Core 3, I got to give a shout out because the gyms for that Core 3 show, Claire, who used to run the open mic.
Claire Falcone, yep.
I just call her Claire Falcon because I just Claire Falcon.
It is way cool.
It's super cool. She'll always be Claire Falcon to me. But she was coming up with the the flyer or whatever that, and she's like, I'm just gonna call you guys the gyms because we didn't have a name, and we were like, okay, that's cool, and now it's become a thing.
Now
so she's the one who christened us the
That's
gym.
Awesome.
So.
I love it. So let's describe a little bit about what you guys do, right? Well, I'll let you guys do it. Go ahead. Who does what in the band?
So I play electric guitar and sing probably 20% of the songs. Mostly doing the solos, trying to find those fill in licks that I can throw in when we're
what I like about playing with Jim is that no song is off limits. So we'll have a song that doesn't even necessarily have big guitar parts. But like for instance, we do Caribbean Queen.
Okay.
By Billy Ocean.
Yeah, man,
super
nice.
fun.
Yeah, it's
and it's a big sax solo in that song. So he does the sax solo on the guitar.
Okay.
You know, we do Only Time Will Tell by Asia.
Yeah.
Yep.
My Prerogative.
My Prerogative. Yeah, it's like all these keyboard
That's
bits,
awesome.
and he's doing it on guitar, which is great. So it's like there's no song where we're like, wow, we probably really can't do that. We're
Right.
It's a fun challenge for me too. You know.
Do you attempt to replicate it note for note, or are you just doing your own thing?
It depends. Okay. So Caribbean Queen has that's a really iconic sax solo, and it's got certain parts that are just like instantly recognized.
Right. Yep.
So I try and find those parts, and I may just improvise a little bit here and there, but those iconic parts I try to hit all the time.
Especially leading back into the choruses or where I start singing. Those are my cues.
Yeah, exactly.
Just do anything in between. You can do whatever. I don't care. But like, just like lead me back in so I know where to come back in.
Yeah. And then like Little Red Corvette is iconic from start to finish. So I hit that one note for note.
Okay.
Rio is one that has certain iconic parts.
Yeah.
Like that intro, the intro sax part is instantly recognizable. So try and hit that. Then I kind of fumble my way through the rest, and then I try and find like that one line that gives you the clue that we're going back into.
And I think those are the songs that work the best for us. Like we've had songs where me and him are pretty much just playing the chords, and the songs always they always fall flat. They don't feel like there's enough going on.
Right. Yep.
Because there's only two instruments playing plus vocals, so there's not. But I feel like when we are on, we sound bigger than just two guys playing.
Right.
Yeah. Which is great.
That's awesome. Yeah. I love it. All right.
So that's what I did.
So that's Whiskey Jam. What do you do?
So I do most of the lead singing, and I play the acoustic guitar the whole time. In my mind, every once in a while, I'm like, maybe I should bring an electric in. I'm like, no, I kind of like, and I've heard this from people too, like there's an interesting dynamic with somebody playing the acoustic with the electric.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
And plus, our song choices, I love it when we get complimented on our song choices. That is like, I almost like that better than if somebody says, hey, you guys are good, or you sing good, or you play guitar good. Like when they're like, you have such good song choices. I love that. I love that so much. Like, you know, we do Sunglasses at Night by Corey.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hell does Sunglasses at Night.
We call ourselves, you know, we say we're the live version of your favorite mixtape, and we really put a lot of stock in that.
Awesome.
I mean, you remember what it was like making a mixtape. It had everything to do with song choice, with track order,
who you were sending it to.
You know, exactly. The recipient. You know.
If you're just making one for your buddy, you still had to take time and care. But it's definitely a different thing. Than if it's a girl you like.
I made one for a friend who was stationed in Korea. My friend Tom, he was in the Air Force. He was in Korea for like 2 years. Yeah. And he was like, I miss American music. So I made him like 3 mixtapes and just shipped them to him.
There you go. I bet you he still has.
He probably does.
I mean, the people that I'm still in contact with that I've given mixtapes or mixed CDs to, they still have them.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're awesome. I would just put random stuff in there.
Yeah.
I'd like Frank Zappa next to Elton John, next to Toad Wet Sprocket, next to Nine Inch Nails. It was just like,
and that's essentially our set list. I mean, it really is. It's like we pick from this really eclectic catalog.
That's cool.
And look at the audience, basically say, all right, well, what do we think? You know, we typically start off with the same few, or maybe like something a little slower. But
I like to start off with the songs that are not like fully intense on my vocal.
Oh, yeah, you have to.
You know what I mean?
You have
to kind of start off with something where like, all right, this is sort of just a mid-rangey song. I can just kind of get into this.
If anybody sees me live, my first song is always "Drift Away" from Dobie Gray.
Yeah.
That's always because that's my warm-up song.
Yeah,
you know. And then depending on how I'm feeling, I might go into something different. But it's most of the time like "No Rain," and from Blind Melon, and then it's anything goes depending on what the crowd is.
Yeah, we're not starting off with "Mother" by Dixie. Save that for the very end.
And we're also, I think, we're pretty strategic, whether we think about it or not. The solos that I'm playing, like trying to use some of the early songs as just finger warm-ups.
Oh, I see.
Getting ready, you know. And also by the time I finish that first beer, then I'm like, I'm hot, man. I'm ready.
Ready to go.
Oh yeah.
Or at least you think you are. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Well, the good thing is that
probably closer to the truth.
Pretty much always playing someplace where people are drinking. So, you know, as a wise man once said, the more you drink, the better we sound.
That's right. That's exactly. It's funny. I say that sometimes at my shows, and it still gets a laugh. For as old as that joke is, it still gets a laugh.
You need to handle that joke with care. It's an antique, you know.
Yeah. Well, you got to figure too. A lot of the people that are listening and appreciating the music that we're picking are also not like spring chickens, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's great though.
Yeah, but song choice is a big deal, and I think for me and him, like we each have musical tastes that are outside of what the other person really likes.
Oh yeah, explain the Venn diagram to me.
Yes, we have the Venn diagram.
Yeah, you mentioned it when you were on, and I think you both mentioned it when you were on your individual episodes. But go ahead.
What do you think? What's your circle look like?
So I would say, like, aside from the songs, the stuff that we have in common, some of the stuff I think is outside that I don't think is super in your wheelhouse. Definitely prog rock.
Yeah,
not in your wheelhouse at all.
Explain prog rock, that like Dream Theater and Rush and stuff like that. Or...
Yes.
Okay.
King Crimson, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So yeah. Jethro Tull. But also I'm super big into like the singer-songwriters, like like Jeff Buckley and Damian Rice and stuff like that. Nick Drake, stuff like that that's a little bit more quiet, a little bit more introspective. There's probably some other stuff that I can't think of at the moment. But then, like, he'll tell me about, like, oh, man, I love this punk band. You know them. And I'm like, no, I don't know. No, you know them. You know them. You go listen to this song. You'll know it. And I'm like, and then I listen to it. I'm like, yeah, I've never heard a song in my life. I don't know who these guys are. So he's like, yeah.
I'm about the opposite side of the introspective singer-songwriter. I'm more of like hardcore, thrash, punk, and punk kind of runs the gamut from, early 70s stuff to the hardcore stuff now.
Yep.
But, that's really in my wheelhouse. I also love like 90s Brit rock. I think we talked about this a little bit on my episode.
Yep.
Wonder Stuff, Ned's Atomic Dustbin, Jesus Jones. Like those one-hit wonders here in the States
who are gigantic over
that have
in the
had
UK.
really great careers overseas. And another thing that I really enjoy, which I guess I don't think we really talked about, is kind of indie pop. Female-fronted indie pop.
Like what? Give me some examples.
There's a band right now called Mama that I just cannot get enough
of. Oh yeah?
of.
Never heard of them, but I'll check them out.
They have an album called, their newest album is called Welcome to My Blue Sky. It's just fantastic.
Nice.
It's a great, like, chill driving disc. I think I actually.
How do you get? Yeah, well, those two terms seem contradictory to me, right? It's chill and driving. So I don't know if you can try to explain it a little bit further. Like,
I mean,
what is indie pop?
So it's kind of ethereal sounding. It's got a lot of like shoegaze elements to it, I guess.
Yep.
But it's also got sort of those pop sensibilities that maybe shoegaze doesn't really dip into.
Like the hooky stuff, like really
hooky stuff. I love hooky
me too.
music, man.
Yeah, me too.
Like, yeah. So I can't remember if I mentioned this, but Belinda Carlisle's 12 Greatest Hits has been in every vehicle I've owned since I was 17.
Nice.
Well, there you go.
That's awesome.
To this day, it's in there right now outside.
I still have Pantera's Vulgar Display of Power in my car. Every car I've ever owned.
I mean, I like both those.
Yeah. And then I'm like loving the fact that I still have a six disc changer in my car. Like,
do you really?
Oh yeah, man. Honestly, I don't know how, like, if I get a new car, like what I'm going to do. Yeah, right. I'm going to deal with that.
The mechanics probably won't even know how to put it in that, whenever that comes.
Well, I mean,
like, what's a six disc changer?
In those 6 slots, I have like, Belinda Carlisle, and then I have like Terror and Refused and Ignite. And then on the way here, I have the Say Anything soundtrack. No. Which is what I was listening to.
Nice. I was listening to Helmets in the meantime.
It's a great one.
Such a good album.
So you may talk about the introspective song.
I like that stuff too, but I do like, well, that's what it says. Like, we have that Venn diagram. So there's like definitely like heavy stuff. I love heavy music. I love heavy music. So it's like, but there's a ton of that stuff. Like our Venn diagram where it crosses over is vast. Like I feel like we never will run out of songs to learn and play because there's so much stuff.
Very cool.
That we enjoy together.
All right. I don't know how to phrase this next question. So it's acoustic guitar, electric guitar. Are there any other variations? I mean, I know you said you thought about 2 electrics, but decided against it.
Yeah.
Do you ever do 2 acoustics, or is it always acoustic and electric?
No,
we've done 2 acoustics like once or twice at an open mic. And I mean, it's fine.
Yep.
But it's not it doesn't, I don't think it really like expresses the sound that we.
I mean, what I like about the electric over the acoustic is that the acoustic can just set the rhythm down and set the basic song down, and it allows all that extra space. There's so much space for the electric guitar to do whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it could be like the melody line, it could be the solos, it could be all that kind of stuff, and there's just so much room for it. There's nothing gets crowded out.
It frees you up a little bit in that, like, because sometimes when you're playing solo, singing and playing solo acoustic guitar, sometimes you feel like, oh, I can get a little fancy here, so maybe the audience recognizes a particular riff. But if he's doing all that stuff, you don't have to worry about it.
Well, also, like, I tend to, if I'm doing a solo show and the solo of the song comes up, I'll play through that solo, as long as it's a nice little break on my voice in the middle of the song.
And the audience needs a break too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yep.
But at the same time, it's also like, but now it does kind of feel a little empty.
Yeah.
Like there's like, so it's great having that, take over. Because
awesome.
I feel like we very closely replicate a full band.
Yeah.
With just 2 instruments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what I feel like we're going for. Like, I feel like we're like, you've got your solo acoustic guys and you've got your full bands, and we're like right in the middle. And I feel like we bridge the gap in both directions.
That's awesome.
And I think we do it pretty well.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
As far as variations go, the other thing that we've been doing recently is playing with percussion.
Oh, okay.
And our buddy George Ade, big shout out to George. He's fantastic.
He's awesome.
He's been sitting in on our gigs every now and then, and like really levels it up.
Yeah, with a cajon or with okay.
I mean, and he does not stop.
No,
okay.
He just keeps going.
He's a hype man. He's great. I mean, we played the Raccoon Pub House, formerly Third State. Brewing.
Yeah, in Burlington, right?
Burlington.
And there was our grand opening you played?
Grand opening, and
awesome.
The owner, Marvin, who's awesome, he asked us to play. George came and played with us, and I mean, we tore the roof off that. It was incredible.
That's great.
Everything was just incredible.
The
place was packed, and people were just into it. It was like everything you want out of a show, and like, I think having that percussion, it's like me playing solo, good. Me playing with Jim, really, really good. But then you add that percussion in, especially on certain songs. And just really just like, a great example of that is Life During Wartime by the Talking Heads.
Okay.
Which is an awesome song, but it doesn't quite hit without the percussion. Like, it feels a little empty.
Because it's kind of that same riff over and over. So if you don't have that beat, it can feel a little repetitive. I feel like. But definitely with the cajon,
it's awesome.
I mean, for just a box, a weirdly manufactured box, it really adds a lot. Or as our friend Amber West would say, the bum bum drum.
The bum bum drum. That's right.
So
I forgot about
that. That was fun. And then we also did that one with Rob at one of the Reseda Band open mics.
Oh yeah,
maybe like a month or two ago, and that was great.
He was on a cajon as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got that one that Chris Kelly owns, that the one that actually plugs in. And it's
okay.
It's got all kinds of
fancy.
That's cool. It is fancy.
Nice. All right, so we've talked about the cover songs you guys do. I know you guys have some originals when you were each here on your own episodes. You had written a song specifically about the scene, about the music scene, but then also you wrote it in preparation for doing the episode. So that's awesome. And then I know you have a handful of songs that you've written.
Well, I mean, I've been writing songs since the 90s.
Right.
I mean, well, probably even really the 80s, although those songs were horrifically so, we don't talk about those, but yes, I mean, I've been writing songs since I was like 12 years old.
Okay. All right.
But but I mean, right now,
nothing released, recorded yet, or anything like that.
That's definitely in the works. Like I've been working with my buddy of mine named Tori, who used to be the drummer in my band back in the 90s. Kind of reconnected with him. I've been going over music with him, some songs with him. I think talking with Whiskey, it was I think what the plan is to do like a 4-song EP.
Oh, cool. As the Gyms.
As the Gyms.
Okay, cool. That was going to be my question.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and there's going to be songs on there that he's written, I've written, and a couple that we've written together.
Okay, cool.
So
nice.
Because we have a couple of songs. In fact, one of the songs we're going to do tonight is a song that you had written completely.
Yeah.
And you just said it wasn't quite landing. Something about it wasn't quite landing. And I had the lyrics and I took a crack at it. And it was like one of those rare moments where like in 10 minutes, I had the song done.
That's amazing.
Yeah, well, it was funny because I actually did play that song in a completely different way at an event. And I thought the lyrics were good, but I didn't, like Jim said, I didn't think that it was really where I wanted it to be. And I didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So I basically just shelved it. So we have it's totally nerdy and it's all me, but
it has to be. I don't know how to do that stuff.
So we have a shared Google Drive.
Oh, nice.
So
awesome.
That's broken down into like gigs, lyrics, recordings, so we have our gig content in a folder. We have our lyrics broken out into different sheets in a folder. We have recordings. Jim does most of the recordings. So we have all those organized, and the song caught me at a bad time. The lyrics were just sitting in the folder, and I guess I don't know if you're bored or what. But
I think we had specifically talked about it at like a practice or an open mic or a gig or something. We had
about me not being able to take it where it needs to go.
Gotcha.
And I had time. I was sitting at home, and I was like, let me just see what I can do. And it's funny because now I've done that with like 4. I'm trying to remember now. At least 3, but maybe 4 songs where he has lyrics.
Oh, cool.
And I've put
you just like refine them or put music to them.
I basically don't really touch the lyrics unless it's like just like shaving off like a word or replacing like a 2-syllable word with a 1-syllable word. Something like that just to make it flow better.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm not really.
Okay.
Because the lyrics, you caught me at a bad time. Those lyrics are great.
So that song, You Caught Me at a Bad Time, right? That was the one you said you didn't really know something was missing. And you said you did it in a different like iteration.
Yeah.
So what are the differences between what you played and what he rounded out?
Dude, it's like night and day.
I heard that, but it was so long ago I can't remember how.
It's like night and day. Yeah. So I was listening to a song I think it was by Alkaline Trio.
Oh yeah.
Punk band. And I had the melody of one of their songs in my head, so I started to sing and play something similar to that melody, and it was, quite honestly, it was like a blatant ripoff of it when I played it. And I just, but that's all I heard.
Right.
That's all I heard.
Yep. Your brain just locked in.
Yeah, exactly. It locked in and I couldn't get out of it. So that was it. And then Jim takes it, and I think you actually posted the video. I don't even think I heard it live before you like recorded the video.
Maybe, I'm not sure. I did post it to like Instagram and Facebook and stuff. Yeah.
And I was just like, holy cow, this is great. Awesome. Like,
so you changed up the melody completely different.
Well, I couldn't remember what the melody was.
Okay. So you came up with your own.
It really worked in our favor.
That's
it was a blank
cool.
slate. So
that's great.
I just had the lyrics and I was like, these are really cool. I mean, I definitely wanted to do something with them.
That's awesome.
But
And this has happened with a couple of songs that I've written where, I'm happy with where the lyrics are, but I don't know what to do with it.
Okay.
Like it just, I get something stuck in my head, a melody that's already been written in a way that I can't unhear it.
Right.
And then I'm just like, well, into the folder it goes. Let's see what happens.
I mean, there was. I'm trying to. In my head, I'm like trying to catalog like songs that I've done that with. Because I'm sort of the opposite. I'll write a ton of music, but I have a hard time writing lyrics. Now, when the lyrics come, they just pour out. Sure. It's great. It's awesome. I can write a song in like 10 minutes like that. But sometimes I'll just get stuck, or I'll write something and I'll look at it the next day and I'm like, this is horrible. This is like hot burning garbage. This is terrible. Like, it's awful. Like, these are terrible lyrics. So it's nice to just take lyrics and just put music to it. very super side story, quick thing.
Sure.
When I was in high school, we had this project that we had to do. It was an English project, and it was like, you're supposed to partner with a couple of people. You're supposed to do some thing for literature class or something. I don't know what it was. So I took like a 16th century sonnet, like by like a contemporary of William Shakespeare. Guy's name was Samuel Daniel. I remember that because it rhymed.
Nice.
And the song was called, or the sonnet was called "Tears, Vows, and Prayers," which is like just the first line. That's what you just name a poem, the first line, if you don't actually have a name. It's like you took the job.
Poetry 101.
Well, I mean, you spent all this time writing the thing. Just name it. Just say something. Anyway, whatever. So I literally wrote a song, like wrote music for it, brought it to my band at the time. Like there was like we had a 4-track machine, bouncing tracks.
Nice.
Brought in some guys that actually knew how to play guitar, do a lead. Somewhere in the universe, that song, I might have it like on a VHS because we made a really horrifically bad VHS like video to go like a music video to go along with it. I mean, we got an A because it was like a lot of effort. But I mean, I've done this before where I've just taken lyrics from somebody else and have put music to it. I just think it's a whole different mindset in a way.
Yeah, sure.
You're already kind of looking at it, and I must do something subconsciously because I'm not thinking like, well, these lyrics are bright or these lyrics are sad, so I need to write that way. I just kind of look at them, and then I just start playing. And then what comes out.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I think every songwriter has their strengths and their challenges, right? And some people are great at writing lyrics, others are great at writing melodies, others are great at of chord progressions. You know, Leanne and I will occasionally do some writing sessions together. And I don't think she'll mind me saying this. She admittedly says she can get very wordy with her lyrics. Yeah. Trying to cram like 12 syllables in one line. You know what I mean? Me on the other,
I have no idea.
Me on the other hand, I am as basic as basic can be. I try to get like 2 or 3 or 4 syllables in one whole line. So it's nice when we write together because we meet in the middle somehow, and it's pretty awesome. And she's really good at melodies, you know, so it's fun.
It's perfect. It's awesome. It's great. It's really,
I mean, there's a reason why all the players in Nashville, they co-write all the time. You know what I mean? Like co-writing is literally where it's at. You know what I mean? Because some of the most successful people I've talked to, either in my personal life or on this podcast, they all co-write. You know, I don't think I've spoken to anybody with some level of fame or success who does it all on their own. No, they always have people kind of helping here and there.
I mean,
you know?
I mean, like I said, I have songs where they just come out. And then I bring it to them and I'm like, this is pretty much done. But yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll have a song and I'm like, you know, or I'll have music and I'm like we have another song called Salt, Air, and Smoke. And I've had the music for that. I went through like 2 different iterations of lyrics for it. And I was like, this is not, like, these lyrics are not good. They're just not good. They're not memorable. I don't even want to sing them. And he had those lyrics, and I actually wrote music for it, but I didn't like the music that I wrote.
Okay.
So I was like, I have this music that I really like, and I really like those lyrics. So I was like, I just sat down one day and just married them together.
Nice.
And they were perfect. Like I barely had to touch the lyrics at all. It all just flowed out really nicely. I think I played it at the last Little E's.
Oh, okay, cool.
Open mic. Because all I did was originals that night. So, the first set anyway. So
and that was another one where, you know, I had these lyrics and I knew what I wanted to say, and I think that I said it well, but I just didn't know where to go with it. Like I did not, you know, I think maybe part of it was that I didn't really spend a lot of time with it, but at the same rate, it wasn't time that I had to spend.
Right, exactly.
So I was like, all right, look, you know, let me put them in the drive and see if you can spin gold.
But we have some songs like that. We've got another song called Hold Up the Sun, which I only ever had the first verse and the chorus. And it was basically like when I was a kid, I used to live in National Park, like a block from the battlefield. And I used to know this girl that used to live right there. And I used to go to the battlefield all the time just so I could like go walk to her back fence and talk to her. That's what the whole song's about. And I played that for him and he was like, well, I mean, you tell him what you said. I mean,
so it was actually, you know what? It was at an open mic. or it was somewhere where you played it
Yeah, I think it
live,
was,
and
yeah.
I was in the audience. I wasn't playing with you that
Yeah,
night.
right. I think so.
But as he was singing it, I was like, holy cow, lyrics are just coming to me.
That's awesome.
Similar situation. It was like I had an image of like multiple girls that I knew back in, in high school.
Whiskey Jim's a stud.
Anything but. But yeah, I mean, it all kind of came together.
A humble brag.
Brag.
Tons and tons of girls that I was hanging out with and friends with.
Oh, trust me, it was none of that. It was more like tons of girls I was like quietly admiring from afar.
Making mixtapes for.
I bet. Yeah,
doing yeah. Wow, that's a whole nother podcast.
I used to do that shit all the time.
More energy actually working on our game
and
less energy on our mixtape.
I know, right?
Probably would have got.
I can't even count. I can't even count how many mixtapes I sent to girls.
I know.
Can't even count.
But yeah, it was, it all just came rushing back. And as he's singing these lyrics, I'm like, in my head, writing down like my version of this. And it was almost like a kind of a call and response, because I think yours was like during the day.
Well, my chorus basically says, I don't want it to get dark because then I have to go home. I don't want I want to stay here with her.
Mm-hmm.
But his was the opposite. They were already hanging out at night, so they don't want the sun to come up.
Oh, that's cool.
But you don't have to say. You could say, "Hold up the sun,"
right?
Like hold it up, so
that
it stays up for me.
And my version was "Hold up,
the
sun,
like prevent
it's not your turn
yet.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So it was cool.
So I assume those lyrics got married together then, right? Is
my verse is the first verse and his verse.
Oh,
is the
okay,
verse.
cool. So it is from both perspectives in that song. That's
and I think a lot of times we'll do where he'll sing some of the second verse. I think we sing it together, or I come in on certain. I can't remember because we haven't played it now.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we played that one, but
yeah,
that was a fun one. That one really came together.
Yeah, that's cool.
Pretty organic.
So we've been working so hard recently on getting more covers.
Mm-hmm.
We've been really, really fortunate that we've had a steady show at Snouts and Stouts down in Hamilton.
Yep. That used to be vinyl for those keeping score.
And they're awesome. Crystal and Daniela, I played there one time when they first opened up. They had never heard me, but they knew me from their time at Swedesboro.
Oh, okay.
I used to hang out at Swedesboro a lot.
Yeah.
And so they were like, well, we never heard him sing.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, here, come and play.
Nice.
And they liked me. So I was like, I got this guy. Is it cool if I bring him? And they were like, yeah, sure, do it. So we've been playing First Friday there since like March.
Oh, nice.
With a couple of exceptions when you had when you went to like Paris or something.
Yeah.
But for the most part, so I mean, it's been awesome, but it's also presents a challenge because we're going to have repeat songs, obviously, but we do like to keep adding some new ones, even if it's just for ourselves.
Yeah.
So that we're not just playing the same songs.
Right.
So we've been doing that a lot. Plus, we've just been gigging a lot, fairly consistently this past year, which has been awesome.
Yep.
With that mindset of trying to keep the set list fresh, but it also puts the originals a little bit on the back burner.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've touched on them, we've played them here and there, but we haven't, and we don't really play them in our set. We tried to, but what I think you've noticed this too, is that our set list for the covers, for the most part, is pretty upbeat.
Yep.
Pretty fun. And our originals, I think, are a little bit more serious. Isn't the right word, but there's a more serious tone to them.
Yep. Yeah.
So it's they don't quite fit. You kind of feel like they sort of derail the vibe that we're going for. It's like you go from centerfold and then you play one of our originals and it's okay.
Yeah.
It's like I was all ready to do some more dancing and
right.
Now we're doing this.
That's accurate.
So so we've been looking around for places to play our originals, like High Grounds associated with Death of Fox. They're doing, I think, like once a month on a Sunday. So I asked Tiffany and Chuck there, and they were like, yeah, let's do it. So we got to play the first one of those.
Oh, cool.
What was that, in October?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how long
scrambled for
how
that?
How long of a set is that?
I was like, we played like
I think we only played 2 hours, and I had to bust out some songs that were like 25 years old. And he had never heard, so he couldn't really songs.
Right. So it was really interesting the way that one was set up. So we had 2 hours, and of course now it's like, well, holy cow, we got to practice these, or at least like fake our way through it.
Right.
Yeah. So I think we played together most of the songs that we knew or that we've written together. And then you did a little set in the middle of like the old school stuff.
Yeah.
And then I came back up and we kind of wrote out the rest of the gyms.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think but I would like to do that again. And I'm trying to find other places like that, even if it's like a half-hour set, you know, something like that. Like we're going to be playing at the original artist circuit.
Oh yeah.
They're going to be doing an alumni event.
Yep. January 3rd, I believe.
Something like that. Yeah. So we're going to be early on because we actually have a gig later that day at like 6.
Yeah.
At Berlin. I think it's at Berlin
Brewing Company.
Yeah, I can't remember. Go to the Jim's Music on Facebook, Instagram, all that information.
And tell us what our what our gig schedule is, please.
But we're going to be playing early, and that's a great event. And that was, I think, the one that we played in February of this past year was like the first time that we just played like an all original set.
Yeah,
like a half hour.
So we got about a month to like get our act together.
Yeah.
Remember these songs.
Shay and Chuck told me about it, but Leanne and I are going to be in Nashville that week, so we're going to
sucks.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't suck that you're in Nashville.
The timing.
The timing sucks. But yeah. No, that's cool. So, all right, so let everybody know like how they can find you. You said the Jim's Music, is it on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok?
Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
So far, yeah. I mean, we don't have a YouTube channel. We don't have a TikTok channel.
Is it called channel in TikTok?
I don't know, whatever it is.
Yeah,
the TikTok
page. For you page.
We don't have that. But Instagram and Facebook for sure. We try and keep it relatively recent, or I post at least a week in advance about or at least a few days in advance about our whatever gigs we have coming up that weekend.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on.
Awesome.
But, trying to stay with it, we're
trying to build it because we like playing at these places that we've played at before.
Sure.
And it's obviously awesome when you play a place for the first time and then they ask you back.
Yeah. Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
But then, I'm sure you know what this is like. I've sent emails. I have like a list of like 25 places that I've sent emails to for the past year.
Sure. You just never get a response.
And I never get a response.
Yeah.
Well, one place, I'm not going to name them on mic. I'll tell you off mic. I mean, they did get back to me and they were like, yeah, we don't think you're a good fit for us.
Really?
Yeah.
It was like,
and then there was another.
It was like getting a job rejected.
Yeah. I still,
it literally is.
I see that email's still sitting in my phone. I look at it every once in a while just to give me some fire.
Yeah. I get it. But, I don't know. It's hard. I mean, sure, that's rejection, and it sucks. But, it's all subjective, and it's not, it doesn't mean that you suck. It just means it's not the vibe we're looking for.
It's more confounding because I think we're awesome.
So I think you guys are too.
I don't understand why I don't understand why people aren't just like hiring us all the time.
Why has Ed Sheeran not called yet to open
Great question, Dave. That is a great question. I don't know why. What's your problem? Let's go, Ed.
Come on, Ed.
Holy smokes.
It's funny, man. When you talk about that rejection, I can't help but think of that scene in Back to the Future where they're auditioning for the talent show.
Oh, yeah.
And Huey Lewis is like the judge is like, I'm sorry, but you guys are just way too loud.
Yeah, you're too loud.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So, I don't, I take rejection okay, but yes, I do keep a little corner of my mind there where I just remember it. I'm just like, okay.
I'm trying to be diplomatic, but there have been times where I've been rejected and then like, or maybe just completely ignored.
Yeah. I mean, that's what mostly happens.
But
I just don't get an email back.
But then in the back of my mind, I'm like, you'll sooner or later, you're going to ask me to play at your place,
I
won't, sooner or later, you won't be able to ignore me anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Another thing that's come to light for me is I never realized how many people are out there in the hustle with this.
Oh,
yeah.
tons,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, we have our little
big
group
scene.
of South Jersey friends that, you know, we know and we're close with. But man, it goes so far beyond that. Like, and I don't know why I just recently came to this realization. Like, wow, you know, there's more than just like me and Jim and Cudrak and Chuck and Shay and Michael songs. Like, you know, there's more than that. What?
Yeah.
But
it's
I mean,
crazy.
there's a lot.
It's crazy. A lot of times people ask me like why I play gigs that are far away. Because I'll drive up to an hour and a half, sometimes 2.
I mean, I've seen you playing in like Maryland.
Maryland, yeah. Like sometimes I'll play. Like if the money's right, if it's worth the trip, then I'll go down to Delaware or Maryland. But because I'm a greedy bastard. But I do like to cast like a wide net. And after doing it for so long, these, you know, not that I'm a veteran, but it's been 3 years now I've been gigging. I'm starting to get little fan bases in these pockets. You know what I mean? Like I play Conshohocken. I play Southern Cross Kitchen and Conshohocken all the time, multiple times a month.
Yeah.
And I've got my handful of regulars that come out to see me, and it's great to see them. And then I play Wilmington Brew Works all the time. And there's 2 married couples that will come out and see me religiously every time I'm there,
awesome.
you know. And then I play Union House in Burlington, and there's a married couple that comes to see me, and they bring all their friends, and it's fucking amazing.
It's great.
You know?
I mean, we've experienced that here and there too, where we got people coming out. That just happened at the Raccoon Pub House. Like there were people there. I mean, I had friends come out who live like in like Lancaster County, and they came out to see me. And there were people who had seen us play down at the Swedesboro location.
Yep.
Nice.
So Swedesboro to Burlington that's not like a hop, skip, and jump away. So I mean, it's so it was awesome when you get that, when you see people. You know, when you see like your really close friends or your family comes out, it's like, okay, well, that's awesome.
They have to be here.
It's like, that's awesome. Thank you. But like when you just get people who are like, I think one of the best compliments we ever had was Shay's parents. Shay Arthur's parents came and on a night that Shay had a gig.
And they came
and saw the gym instead. And I was
fantastic.
Like, this is amazing. This is awesome. And they were good. They hung out the whole night. They loved it. It was great.
Awesome.
They're cool. So.
It's funny to kind of be on the other side of that, because I don't know about you guys, but I remember in college, like there were a handful of cover bands that we would just go see all the time.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
Mr. Green Jeans.
Oh,
I remember that.
Strange as Angels.
Love Seed Mama Jump.
Love Seed Mama Jump. Wasn't there like a tugboat? Steamroller Picnic. That's what it is.
Steamroller Picnic.
Yeah, they used to do, they did, shit, that 80s song Tainted Love. Steamroller Picnic's version of Tainted Love was fucking fantastic. Anyway.
Don't call me Francis.
And I remember being like, oh, Love Seed's playing tonight. Like even now, dude, they're still around. I have a couple of college buddies that went out to see them. I don't know, maybe a month ago.
Yeah, I mean, I saw.
But you remember that?
Feeling, right? Oh, absolutely. Like, we used to go to Sanctuary on Cuthbert Boulevard. I think it was every Wednesday or something like that.
Nice.
Oh my God, it was so great.
It's such a cool vibe when you get people. Or I feel like every time we play a show, and you get people that you don't recognize. They're just there. They just happen to be there. They didn't come out to see you.
Oh yeah.
But they don't leave, which is always a good sign.
That's a win.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's win number one. And then the best is they start off no applause. They don't really notice. Then about 8 or 9 songs in, you start seeing them kind of mouth.
Yeah.
Heads nodding.
Heads nodding.
Love
and
it.
then by the end, because our set just keeps ramping up.
Right,
we designed it. Like we're mixtape masters here, so we know how to do this stuff. And we design our set list the same way. Like, so it's like it starts off, we get you here, and then we just start at a certain point. We start giving it gas until the very, very end.
That's great.
And then people, it's like, people love it. It's like even people who know what's coming.
Still
like those songs
That's awesome.
they just hit.
That's awesome.
I think one of the things that at least I struggle with a little bit is we pick a lot of songs that we like, and sometimes there's
songs that literally only me and him.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, but
so
go ahead.
Like I'll use Ship of Fools, dude.
Ship of Fools,
Ship of Fools by World Party. We love it. And it's
a great
fun
song
to play. But like, it's definitely not one of the songs that people are rocking out to.
Right. I have noticed though, because I don't, I mean, you guys know this, my set list is all kind of the hits, right? I play a couple songs that maybe certain demographics may not be aware of, like Ain't No Rest for the Wicked from Cage the Elephant, right?
It's a great song.
Somebody in their 60s, 70s, they may not know that song. I hate to sound ageist or whatever, but I'm 52. I'm getting there. Some people may not recognize that song.
Right.
But I love playing it. It's great. It makes me happy. So I'm like selling it. And even though they may not know the song, they may enjoy watching me perform it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because I love it so much. So to your point, like I wouldn't worry too much about, if people know the song. Because if you're feeling it, they're feeling it to some extent too.
Yeah.
You know?
And we also put it right near the front of the set. So there's other hits coming if you don't know that.
Right.
Yeah. Where there's a whole night full of songs that you're gonna know. And that's the thing that we do, and I'm sure we said this each on our other podcast episodes, but like we like to do as much as possible the song behind the song. So like that Killer song is a perfect example. Like, and we try to do that all the time. Or if it's like a one-hit wonder, like I mean, technically Corey Hart wasn't a one-hit wonder because he had that other one, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. 1.5 to 2-hit wonders.
Yeah. But I mean, so we'll either do like a one-hit wonder that maybe you haven't heard in a while. Like we just started doing Bandidos by the Refreshments.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I love doing that one.
Yeah.
And that's a song that like, people kind of forgot about.
Yeah,
but
that's very much one that they're like, that's
awesome. I remember this song. I was in college when this song, so whatever, So we try to pull those songs out.
It's got a ripper solo.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. This song is so great. That whole album is great. But that's what we try to do. And I think that we've proven over this past year and a half that you can dip in a little bit. Like, you don't have to play like the rare B-side that was only available on the Japanese import maxi single in 1991. You don't have to do that. But you can dig a little deeper and pull some songs out that people aren't expecting you to play, and they'll hang with you.
Yeah.
Your audience is cool enough.
Sure.
And most of the people that either come to, the people that come to see us are definitely cool enough.
Yep.
And we're just finding that people in the audiences are like, we can hang with this. This is cool.
Yeah. In the Blood is a great example of that by Better Than Ezra.
Yeah.
It was like the third single maybe off of their first album.
Yep.
And I heard it on the radio. I was just like, wow. Like I didn't even think the radio would play that anymore.
Nice.
I was like, holy cow, this would be a fun one to do.
I have a take on the really obscure songs that some people may not like. But like if you're playing a song like if you're playing a cover song that nobody's ever heard, like you said, like it was on the B side of a Japanese import.
Yeah.
Right. That nobody's ever heard. I kind of think, well, then you might as well just play your own song. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's
that's a good point.
Because I've seen other musicians just play songs that nobody's ever heard, and I'm like, you might as well just play your own. But anyway, that's my take.
No, I totally agree. That's why, like I said,
Dave's hot take.
You can dig.
I'm going to be canceled tomorrow.
You can dig too deep.
It. I'm done. It's done.
Yeah, you can definitely dig too deep for sure. Like, you don't need to go crazy. You can just a little bit more under the surface, and you'll find some real gems.
That's awesome. All right, cool. Anything else? We're going on almost an hour now.
Oh, wow.
Anything else you guys want to cover before? I love you talking to me. It's awesome. But anything else you want to talk about before we get to the performance?
Just if you're listening to this episode, go follow us on the social media, because that stuff helps so much. I just feel like sometimes people look at those and, right or wrongly, I think people look at like your follower count or how many views you get. I mean, that's a real thing, unfortunately.
Yeah. So,
and we want to reach as many people as possible anyway. We want people to come out and have a good time with us. We go out and we have so much fun when we play.
No, I agree. I think what a lot of people don't realize is social media for musicians, that's your resume. You know what I mean? Yeah. And when you reach out to a venue to say, hey, please book us, they're going to look at your social media. Oh, they've only got 42 followers. Who are they going to bring to a gig? Right. You know what I mean? So they may not book you. You know what I mean? So it's important. Any other musicians listening, which are probably everybody listening, make sure that social media account you put as much attention to it as you would a resume if you're applying for a job. Make sure you get good examples of your work. If you've got gigs lined up, put them front and center, pin them to the top of your profiles so people can see like, oh, he or she's got gigs. They've got gigs. I can take a chance on these guys because they're already playing out. Stuff like that. Just simple stuff.
But yeah, come out to our shows, man. If you've never seen us play, come out to one of our shows. We're a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah, we have a good time. And for everybody that has come out, thank you so much for all the support. We've had a killer year.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It has been a ton of fun. And, that isn't due in no small part to everybody that comes out, all the venues that have taken a chance on us and booked us and continue to book us. So we really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, it was great catching up. Thank you so much for doing it.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
This is so much fun.
What songs are we going to do? Do you know what 2 songs you're going to do?
We do. We're going to do Caught Me at a Bad Time.
Okay.
And unfortunately, you know what would have been cool if you played your version and then we played the other one.
I can't even remember.
I don't remember either. And then we're going to
It's not good, though.
And then we're going to do a song that I had done solo here on my episode, which is Down to the River, but
nice.
It's what Jim adds to it, I just think really elevates it. So those are the 2.
Awesome. All right. Well, we're going to switch some microphones out. We'll be right back with the performance, so hang in there. Thanks again, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Yes.
All right, we're going to start with Caught Me at a Bad Time. You want to tell the folks what it's about since you wrote the lyrics?
Sure. So Caught Me at a Bad Time is all about being in a situation where you're making some bad decisions and then somebody comes into your life and, it's sort of a double meaning where, they caught you at a bad time because you're going through something, but then, they also caught you at a bad time and kind of helped pull you through this tough time. So,
Yeah.
A little wordy, maybe, but,
Yeah. I love it. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Caught me at a bad time. See, I was just about to ruin my life. You caught me at a bad time. I'm shaping up to be one of those nights. You caught me at a bad time. The busy signal screaming that you're calling the line. You caught me at a bad time. The warning signs were there, but I won't open my eyes. And here I am, playing games and taking names. I love the ride. You caught me at a bad time. Caught me at a bad time, busy making plans for my own demise. You told me it'll be fine, just consider this
Thank you.
There we go. All right, this is Down to the River. This is a song I wrote. This is about it's about trying to find something in a world where your world is kind of beat up. You're kind of feeling low down. You're just trying to find something or someone try to just make you feel a little bit better. All right, here we go. Night's coming on fast in your forgotten little town. Your world ain't what you thought it'd be, and it's bringing you down. Some nights you got is a beat of stereo playing your favorite song. I know a place where we can go to feel alive again. And I know you're feeling alone, but baby, you can talk to me. I don't need to be your king, but I could keep you company. I can see the cool water and moonlight dancing on your skin. Is this love, baby, or just a sin? Let's go down to the river, hold our heads up high. Just a little while. Down to the river, hold our heads up high. Yeah. How long do we have to keep holding back? Holding back the love and holding back the years and holding back the words and holding back the tears and holding back the touch and holding back the songs, knowing full well this is where we belong. Let's go down to the river, hold our heads up high. Just a little while. Down to the river and hold our heads up high. Let's go down to the river and hold our heads up high. Let's go down to the river and hold our heads up high. Let's go down to the river. Let's go down. Let's go down. Let's go down, down, down. Let's go
Yeah. Nice. I love it.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Awesome.